Hey everybody, I wanted to just really quick walk you through the Google Doc document that you're going to be using to collaborate to write your next case study. This is my view of our Moodle classroom. Oh dear, and we are now in Module 6. So let's go over there and take a look. And what I'm going to do is just go in there with you to Team 1's document. You can see that I can see everybody's document, but each of you should only be seeing one of these. When you click on the click here to open your document, I already have it open. This is Team 1's document. There's a couple things. If you have a Gmail account, you'll be much better off. You don't have to, but with a Gmail account, some of the features work that wouldn't work for you otherwise. And let's look at what some of those are. Insert image. If you don't have you're not logged in your Google account, image may not work. So if there's someone in your team who does have a Gmail account, they should probably be in charge of inserting any images that you might want to have. Anybody can insert a link, can insert a drawing, and drawing is just, you can make headings, you can, and this is anybody, you don't have to have Gmail. You can insert a table if you want to use a table. The comment feature I wanted to be sure to show you. You can see that I posted a comment earlier today to Team 1 here in the margin. If you want to comment, I know I could place one right where my cursor is right now, but if I want to talk to someone, whoever wrote this, it was me, but whoever wrote this, hello, here's my first point. If I want to answer that, I can just highlight it and then insert a comment and say, this point could use some support from this document X. And I can plant that comment in there and it's directing straight to that. So when I click anywhere in that, it brings up my comment. Now someone else can come along who wrote it originally can reply, you're right, let's link it, and then reply it. And then if we're all done talking about that, I can click resolve and it will be filed away. Now it's gone. Alright, so that's the insert tab. Under file, there's a very important link right here. It says see revision history. If I click on this, a sidebar opens up and it shows me all the different versions I've played in here earlier today, because Team 1, as I said, isn't in here yet. So this morning, this is what it looked like. So I can restore that if I want to, or say somebody comes along and does some changes and everybody goes, oh, that was really bad, let's go back to the other version. You can find it in here. It even shows who did it. Here's anonymous when I was in there without being signed in. That's what you're going to look like, or with your name. And I just click on restore this revision and it'll go back to that. So that's a nice safety net. If somebody totally botches it up, and I can't say it hasn't happened because it has, then you can go back. You can go back in time literally through that revision history. What else? When your document is all done and you're going to drop it into, I think I am asking you to drop it into the discussion board, you can download it as a Word document, a PDF, a rich text file. You can download it as any of these things and then drop it into the Dropbox, and we have it forever. You could, if you like the way it turned out and you want to keep it in your portfolio as a collaborative activity, do that. Definitely do that. What else? There's different views. We did insert. Format is very typical. It's just a lot like Microsoft Word with a bold, italics, and so forth, bulleting. Does have a spell check, does have a word count. There is no word count requirement, so I doubt you're going to have to use that. Was there anything else? I showed you the comments. Now if you wanted to read just the comments, this button says open comments thread, click there and it shows all the history. Here is me talking to myself earlier as anonymous. So it'll show those threads, and you can still continue to to comment or reopen by typing in here, it's going to reload that comment into the main page. Okay, see, it reopened. All right, so that's it. If you want to talk, either use the comments, or if you want to have a dialogue right on the document, just put it at the bottom. That would be fine. What some teams have done is each team member types in a different color, so you know who's done what. When I worked on a collaborative document with a team in one of the classes that I was taking, we each chose a different color for our font. Yeah. Anyway, we chose a different color, so we each knew who was typing what, and then in the very end, oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm missing out on my buttons. So in the very end, I would take blue, someone else would take green. We each took a different color, but at the end, because this is a collaborative document, and I want to really stress that point, you're writing this together. Everybody's writing should come together, and you all work on each other's. At the very end, you turn it all back to one color and turn it in. So let's talk a little bit about the project itself. If you go into the instructor's notes, the human factor design, everything you need to know, any kind of information, all of it that I want or need for you to know is here in these instructor notes. Make sure you read all the way through. There's quite a few pages. Some things some people will know, some things you won't know. Make sure you watch the videos with each one. Also, the handouts. If you go into the handouts, there is the Levison article. And this article is a very lengthy. I do not expect, nor do I want you to read this article. You can see it's 49 pages. However, it's a great reference, if you will. If you want more detail on something about this case, this author, Nancy Levison, just tore this whole case apart. It's got all kinds of rich data in here. So if you want to know more, this is the place to come looking for it. I think that might be it. The People magazine is sort of anecdotal about, I think this is, yeah. This is actually, it was in People magazine in 1986, this case, so you can sort of have a little throwback to that time. I think that might be it. You did a great job coming together as teams in the beginning, so I'm hoping that you can kind of build on that energy, come back together, use the same rapport that you've had already, and get the job done here. And this really is a fascinating case. Be creative with it. Bring in illustrations if you need to make your point. Read the directions very carefully, the points that I want you to pull apart. I want you to look at the socio-technical model and really analyze this and compare it to the 3 Mile Island, which is another pretty devastating story. There is a team discussion area, so you can have conversations in here. I think the real meat of what you're doing will be in the documents. Be sure you watch this video. There is a lot of very important information in this video right here from YouTube talking about human interaction. One last thing. If you go into the discussion board, I did post a post this week. Oh, Ari's been in here already, or been in here since, but here I am. So please click on this, read my entire post. This will really give you more, just another flavor of kind of what my expectations are and get you going in the right direction. I want this to really enjoy this. It's very likely that I'm going to extend this to a three-week project because most teams, it does really take 3 weeks to synthesize this all. So let's shoot for the 2 weeks, but if we need a third week, I'll definitely let you know and we can move into the third week of working on this project. I will be in LinkedIn. There's some excellent things, just some thought-provoking things that this case is going to bring out for you on the human-machine interaction. It's a fascinating topic, and it's really, really important for health informatics, past, present, and now coming in the future. Okay. See you in there.